Oh my god, I want to apologize, guys. I just want to apologize for not having perfect English, the command in this language, because this is not my first language. This is my secondary language and I'm still learning to be fluent on it. So just forgive me if I'm making a lot of mistakes. I don't know which take this is, 15th, 16th. This is just a simple video. I'm trying to explain it. I'm trying to put it on words. And it's not that hard, but it's hard for me. So just excuse me if I'm making mistakes. And let's start. Let's go back in time, gentlemen. Back in 2021, September to December 2021. These 4 months of my life, I made tremendous improvement in every single aspect of my life that I worked on in that phase. My physique, it improved. I became stronger. I gained a lot of muscles. I gained respect from people. My family treated me well. I kept my hygiene. I could sense respect and attraction from women who I actually considered pretty and beautiful. I felt like a winner. And you guys know that I do suffer from certain level of anxiety, not that much, but during that period of time, anxiety became zero, sadness and depression became zero. My circadian rhythm was on point and aligned with the nature. I used to wake up early in the morning, 5:30, 6 a.m. and would just go to bed around 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. or maybe like 10 p.m. And I would just feel closer to God in a way. And I'll explain you every single thing that I did, that I followed during that period of my life. And I made tremendous improvement in every aspect. Just for the numbers concerned, as you know that I like to work out, my bench press increased from 75 kilos to 105 kilos. My squats increased from 95 kilos, went all the way up to 140 kilos. I increased my deadlift from 140 kilos to 180 kilos. Just in 3 months period of time. That's it. No supplements, no whey protein, no creatine, no external stuffs, no steroids, all natural, complete, just foods, that's it. Chicken, broccoli, vegetables, eggs, a lot of water, fruits, and a good amount of sleep and sunlight. That's it. And during that phase of my time, my life, I saw an improvement, the level of improvement I have never seen in anybody else's life. And people would strive for years on end to make such an amount of improvement. The first thing that I did was I wrote down my goals on a piece of paper. Every single goal was to the T. It was specific. I want a certain number of kilos on bench press. I want a certain number of kilos on squats, deadlift. So I wrote down my goals on a piece of paper and I put that piece of paper inside my closet in my room. And what I would do is I would wake up every single morning 5:30 a.m. without any alarm. And the first thing that I would do after waking up is not to go to washroom and get fresh or eat something or drink water or have coffee, nothing like that. Right the moment after I would wake up, after I would open my eyes, I would just walk up to my closet, open the closet, take out that piece of paper where I wrote down my goals, and I would just read it and just visualize those goals being completed. And it would just take 5 minutes. After spending my first 5 minutes of the day like that, the next 5 minutes would be to just be thankful and grateful to God for whatever that I have in my life. I would just pray after having dinner and done with all the tasks of the day. I would just be by myself, complete silent, no phone, no distraction in my room. I would just open my locker, take out the piece of paper, sit down at a corner and just read and just visualize the goals for 5 minutes. That's it. And I would just pray and be grateful to God for everything that I have. And I would just go to sleep without any phone. That's the next thing that I did. That I would not touch my phone when I was sleeping. I would not use my phone 30 minutes prior to sleeping. When I'm in the bed, my phone was on the table beside my bed or like far away from me. I was not having any access to my phone when I was sleeping. The next thing that I did was kept my house clean and tidy every single day. Every single day when I was a little bit free and I would see that my room is messed up or my place is not organized, I would just organize it. I would just clean it. I would just keep it hygienic. The next thing that I did was took an afternoon nap every single day. And I would have my lunch. I would feel a little bit sleepy. And I would just take rest for about an hour. Because sometimes in the evening, I would go and hit the gym again. So I would work out 2 times a day. A lot of the days I would work out 2 times a day. Because I would feel that much energy. I felt like I had to spend my energy doing something productive. And what else than just exhausting your body physically and building it back again to become the best version of itself. What's the other best option than that? So I would just go to gym and hit the weights. But the second time I would go to gym, I would just focus on secondary muscles, maybe forearms, calves, a little bit of obliques, working on my techniques, stretching, mobility drills. But the first workout in the morning, I would focus on main big 3 lifts, either bench press, either squats or deadlift. The next thing that I would do is pray every single day. Just like I told you, right after visualizing my goals, I would pray in the morning and at night just before sleeping I would pray. It's very, very necessary to get closer to God. And don't pray just so that you need something in return from God. Just pray to be grateful, be thankful for the things that you already have. And you would realize that God is willing to give you so much more because you value the things that you already have. That's the reality of praying, guys. Don't just be greedy and ask everything that you desire from God. But instead just be grateful and work hard. God will give it to the person who actually deserves that thing. In order to deserve that thing, you have to become that person who deserves that thing. The next thing that I would do is to be always busy with something. If I was free for an hour on my day, I would just find something to be busy in. I would just ask my mom if she needs help with something. That time, my mom used to run a restaurant, so I would just go out and help her out in her restaurant. Or I would just help my younger brothers in something. I would just teach my younger brother how to meditate, how to push-ups, and I would just notice and supervise him while he was doing the workout. And the last thing that I did was not ejaculate my life force and my life energy. I basically did no fap. I'm speaking in a lower voice because there are people here now and I feel very, very shy talking to the camera in front of people who I don't know, even when I know. It's like an insecurity, guys, and I will overcome this insecurity soon, but for now, yeah. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.